Hey guys, so welcome to another training at Solar Insights. So we're here with Mr. David Cáceres. Thank you for being here for this training. So we're gonna get into new build. Um, it's a new build formula. Okay, this new build formula it helps out. One, it helps you gain the trust of the homeowner whenever there's a new build. Okay, it helps you get a good understanding of what what the consumption is going to be. Okay, so there's a couple things to take in consideration whenever we're looking at sizing up the new build. Okay, there's a couple things that we need. So one, we need square footage. Two, year of home. Three, we're going to need to know if it's gas or electric. Okay. Four, if they have one bill already, we want to get the price per kWh already of what they have. Okay. If they're barely building the home, I would start them off at 0.08 cents per kW to be super, super conservative on what they were going to pay. Okay. And usually with 8 cents right now, I mean, you guys have seen bills. This is like without a delivery fee. Okay. Then from here, this is pretty much everything that we need at the moment. Um, and then we're gonna get into the formula. Okay. So, let me lower this a little bit. Here we go. So the formula is the square footage. You're gonna multiply it by the price per kWh. Okay. That's going to equal the monthly price. Oh, how do I? Oh no! I'm trying to lower the. Let me see if I could. Oh, there we go. Extend it. There we go. So that'll be the monthly price. Okay. Then we're gonna get the monthly price, and we're gonna multiply it by. This is a 10 multiplier. So we just call it a multiplier of 10. Okay. And this is going to equal our usage. Okay. This is going to be monthly usage. Let me see if I can move this over here. So it's going to be our monthly usage. Okay. Monthly kWh. Now we're going to get the monthly kWh. Now we're going to multiply it times 12 because it's 12 months. Now we're going to get annual usage. Once we get annual usage, annual kWh, right? Yeah, annual usage. Now, if you know that the home, right, is full electric. Sorry, guys, I'm getting a call. Let me text me. Yeah, so if you know if it's a full electric home, okay, and yeah, full electric home. Now you're gonna multiply the annual usage times times 25% for energy efficiency. Efficiency. So the 25% energy efficiency, what this means is we know if it's a brand new build, that means they got great insulation, they've got a great roof, they've probably got a smart thermostat. Like it's going to be an energy efficient home. Okay.
Windows.
That Windows, yeah, like everything's like brand new, right? So when we know that, so we're going to multiply the annual usage by 25%. So now we're going to go annual KWH minus that 25%. So once you get the amount of 25%, now you're gonna subtract it, right? So subtract 25% energy efficiency. Awesome. And once you do that, now you're gonna get an annual usage. Okay. Any questions on this? If there's no questions, you guys can send me a DM, send me a comment, however you like. So now we're going to get into, okay, what's the next thing? So the next thing, okay, now we're going to do an example of this. Okay. Now I'm going to get David to just kind of role play with me a little bit. So what are we looking at? So we're looking at for a new build, right? And we're actually working on a project right now for this. So the information that I got so far is that she was like, oh, I think it's like 1,200. She was correct. So square footage is 1,200. Oh, let me extend this thing again. Give me a sec, guys. There we go. You know what? Let me lower this too. Let me lower this. Okay. Now we're going to do an example. So the example is, okay, this is the square footage. We're going to multiply it. I'm going to assume, like, what do you think the price per kilowatt hour is, David? I can't hear you.
They had a 10.3 cents a kilowatt.
10 okay, so we'll do that. So 10.3 cents, right? Per kWh. So let's do the math. So do the math very quick for me, David. So we got 1,200 is the square footage. They're gonna get charged at 10.3, and this is with delivery fee and everything. Okay. What are we looking at?
$123.
133.
23.
100 okay. 1, 2, 3. $123. Okay, so now we got our monthly price. So now we're gonna do the monthly price times 10. What do we get, David?
1236.
1236. Okay, and this is the monthly consumption. So now we're gonna get the monthly consumption. We're gonna multiply it by 12. It's gonna be our annual consumption. So what is this?
Comes to 14,832.
14,832. Perfect. So this is our annual. This is our annual. Okay. And now, so we got 12 months. Okay, so now we got our annual, 832. Now we're gonna multiply that by 25%. What do we get?
3,708.
708. So now we're gonna do 14,832 minus 3,708. What is that?
832 minus 3708. 11,124.
11,000. Sorry, go ahead.
124.
124. So now we can get 1,224 kilowatt hours. For the size of the home, it seems about right. Okay.
Okay.
In Texas, okay, so remember, so this is for the Texas market, because this is not for all the markets, because all the markets work different on energy. But here in Texas, okay, this formula right here is about 85% accurate, okay, because there's a lot of variables too, right? It's like how many people are actually going to live at the
Live
home,
in the house and everything.
right? There's those extra variables, okay. But this will give us a good idea. So what we know in Texas, average solar system is anywhere from 7 kWh or 7 kW to 10 kW on average, right?
Oh, okay.
So whenever we're sizing the system, and I know, okay, this is my average. Okay, let me look at the kilowatt hours. We plug these numbers into our solo, right? We could plug these numbers into our solo. So now we're looking at this one is 11. Oh man, I forgot already. 11,124. Okay, 11,124. Okay, it's gonna be a full electric, so the graph looks just about right. Okay, and now we're gonna go and play with the design. Obviously, it's not the best design, it's not the best roof, but we got options. Okay,
Okay.
so let's play with, okay, how many panels can actually fit on this thing, and can we get to that 100%? Right. So if we
Wow.
max fit the roof, right, and we use the north side, and we know that the north side's not the best area
Okay.
in this size home, I mean, we're able to do it. Okay, now it's like, where can we fit the panels? Okay, and also the needs and preferences of the home. So if the homeowner tells us, hey, I don't want to have any panels in the front, okay, now we're running into an issue, which is like, okay, where else can we fit panels, right? We might have a little place right here, right? We can maybe put one more here. Maybe we can put one here, right?
Uh-huh.
So the layout of the roof is very, very important. We need space. If this roof right here was, if it didn't have this ridge right here,
Uh-huh.
we would have more space over here to put panels, right?
Okay.
So the great thing is now is, hey, we have a pretty good idea, right? And remember what the average system size was, right? In Texas?
7 to 10 kil 7 to
Yeah,
10
7 to 10 kW.
kW, right?
So now we
We
can
are
look
in
at the
the 8
system as like,
kW.
oh, we're right
All
there,
right. Okay.
you know? So it's a good starter system, right? And having a starter system, you could even go less than this. Okay. But 8 kW, that's a good amount of energy. All right. So when we're talking to families, it's like, hey, let them know, especially with new builds, is like, hey, my recommendation is that after looking at the numbers, right, is that we get you a starter system. And they're going to
Okay.
ask, what is a starter system? And you literally do this for the homeowner because they will understand now, okay? Because
Why?
you are an energy expert. You know, you're
Yeah,
not
yeah, you
just a
gotta show
solar
it like
expert.
you know exactly what you're doing.
Exactly.
And that's a
So,
good thing. That's a good thing to know this formula.
oh, big time. And this formula is only Tim 10X formula. All right.
Okay.
So, um, yeah, so this is how the formula works, right? And we can go back into the solo and we can play around with it. So now we know, okay, we're in the range of where we want to be, right?
Okay.
We want to be in the range of where we want to be. So, um, guys, that is how you create the formula on a brand new build.
Okay.
Now, there's more. Well, what do you mean there's more, Tony? What do you mean? I thought we were done.
Okay.
I wish we were done, but there's more to this. Okay. So that was an example for a home that has full electric. We're gonna say that she has full electric because all only thing else that she has gas is just the stove, right? So now we're going to get into, let's say the home is now gas and electric, right? Now it's okay. Now what we're doing to the formula is we're adding a couple things. So we still do the energy efficiency, right? Because we want to know, okay, when was the home built? Have you done any energy efficiencies? Are you gonna do energy efficiencies, right? So, oh yeah, are you gonna put gas into it? Are you not? Like, what's the situation? Okay, so let's say with gas, we're gonna go back over here to the Solo, and on Solo we can see the graph, right? So the graph, we can tell that it's a full electric home, right? Because majority of the time it's the same, right? And usually when we're looking at a graph like this, it's gonna do a U, okay? Because the winter months they're gonna use a little bit more electricity,
Okay.
right? So we're gonna go back to the whiteboard. So okay, so we know that we got it's an energy efficient home. This is what we got, and now we find out that and we find out that they have gas, right? Okay, so they've got gas. So if they've got gas, this is how we're going to calculate it. So we're going to divide this by 2. Okay? Because we're going to split it down the middle. 6 months of sun and 6 months of winter.
Okay.
Okay? So when we get this number, so this is 11
5562.
11 what'd you get?
5562.
5562. Okay, so
Yeah.
5562.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna consume in the winter. Okay, we're gonna consume into the winter. So, in the winter, right? We are going. We're going to yeah. So with the winter, what we're gonna do with that 5562 is divided by another 2. And what do we get?
2781.
2781. Okay. So now, right? So we're going to get this. So we're going to go 11, 1, 2, 4 minus 281. What do you get?
24 minus 27, 81, 8343.
8343 would be the consumption if they had gas and electric on the KWH.
Okay.
So we understand that, right? Because why? So that means there's less consumption, right? Because we're not drawing energy no more. What we're doing is using the gas.
Okay.
So now their gas bill goes up, the energy consumption goes down.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Awesome. So this is the example for gas and electric for a new build, right? And so if we go off of this number, right? Let me see if we go off of this number, which was the 8343. So we go back to our Solo. 8343. Obviously, the curve would now be a bell curve, right? It'd be less in the winter, more in the summer, right? And then we're going to go to edit. So now, okay, we're at 134 because it's a gas and electric. And you can see it's a smaller system,
Okay.
right? So this is a good starter system for a gas and electric home. Pretty neat, right?
Yeah. Even if they only have the stove on gas.
No, so in that situation, it'd be more of a full electric home. What we're
Uh-huh.
looking for on gas, it's okay, what about the heater?
Yeah,
Right? The
usually the
heater,
heater goes on gas, isn't it?
yeah. Yeah, with older homes, they do. Yeah.
Okay. What about the new ones?
With majority of the new ones, they're going energy efficient, like full electric.
Okay.
But it's like if they're building their home, well, you need to ask them, hey, are you going to build your home with gas and electric, or are you just building it with full electric?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Awesome, guys. I hope you guys learned a good amount on this training. We will see you guys on the next one.